This chunk of metal is made of something called gallium, which I've always thought was pretty cool. This is because even though it's a metal, it has a really low melting point, and it's almost able to melt at room temperature. All I need to do is shoot it with some warm air, and it should slowly liquefy. What I have now looks a lot like mercury, except unlike mercury, it really likes sticking to glass. It also has a very different and unique reaction when it's added to aluminum. I've actually never tried this myself, and I think I'll test it out on this aluminum bat. To get started, the first thing I'll do is sand it a bit, and then I'll glue a small piece of plastic to it. Now I can add some of the gallium. With everything in place, I have to scrape the bat even more to make sure that the gallium can get into the aluminum. However, I think I ended up pushing a bit too hard. But either way, I was basically done, and all I had to do was wait. I ended up leaving it overnight, but I took a time lapse, and it was actually possible to see the gallium slowly creeping through the aluminum. I think most of it, though, had just fallen into the bath, and only a small amount was actually getting into the aluminum. But anyway, it's now been sitting here for about 12 hours. When I tapped on it, though, it felt and sounded almost exactly the same as regular aluminum. It also felt pretty sturdy in general. However, it definitely had some issues. Everywhere that the gallium had infected had become extremely brittle, and it was now completely useless as a baseball bat.